Alright, here we have another episode of Khumbakharna support guide in Arena. Now, I didn't actually miss yesterday's recording. I recorded, but I had forgotten to plug in my mic, so there was no commentary audio, which is fairly useless to the point of this. So, yeah, that happened. Let me see. Alright, I can see some potential heavy auto-attacking going on here. We have a physical dominance here, so I'm going to want sovereignty. I'll probably build that first, just in case they don't build heavy on the auto-attacking. We don't really have a lot of auto-attackers here. Atlas built War Flag just there as well. So I'm going to go with Sentinel's Gift, because they... it's just something I like to build. And we're going to go for Sovereignty, and I think if we play aggressively enough, and I think Atlas is probably going to do so, then we'll be fine. That worked out quite nicely. Nice, perfect. Alright, that worked out extremely well. No, you're gonna fall asleep now. Okay, good. That's fine. We're just gonna watch this Sobek. We're gonna see if we can counter-engage him. Counter-initiate, pardon me. He's looking for someone. I wish Apollo would get off my hip. Alright. He's so far not making a move, but that's fine. Oh, Atlas is making a move. Oh, I missed that. I almost timed that right. Trying to keep an eye on Loki over there. Hello. I missed that? Alright, doesn't matter. Good. Sleep? Can we get him? No. I got petrified for no reason. And I'm gonna die here. Yeah. That's fine. I think we probably should have backed off after we got that first kill, to be completely honest, but it's a little too late now. But these two are gonna be fine, that's alright. Alright, my next move, we have a predominance of magic. I'll probably go for Voidstone at some point, whether or not I want that now. I probably don't want that now. I'm probably going to go into Pestilence first, because Gilgamesh self-heals, Rat self-heals, and Sobek self-heals. None of which I want to have happen, so we're just going to go ahead and nip that in the bud. Very early on. Do you have your jump? You do. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. I wasn't sure. If he didn't, he would have died there. I should have waited to see if he had that, so I could possibly put him to sleep afterwards. I don't think I would have actually been able to get him to sleep, but I don't think I would have been able to cover that distance as effectively, but that's kind of whatever. He's going for the initiate soon. There he goes. Counter-initiate. Root him. Gilgamesh is coming in. I guess we just slapped Gilgamesh here. I doubt he's used his jump. Okay, there it goes. Well, there he goes. He did not jump, so he must have used it to enter or something. Alright. That was a miss. Good. We're going to go ahead and pop her up in the air, because I'm going to die if I don't. Alright. That's fine. Can we save Atlas? Hi. Atlas doesn't need saving, which is fine. Yeah. Alright. Work on Voidstone. No, not Voidstone. Silly me. I need Pestilence first. Voidstone can come later. Alright, I'm looking to blink in on somebody here. Let's see if we can... Nope. Alright. I'm gonna wait for my root to come back up. Okay. There goes that opportunity, but that's fine. Got her dash, which is excellent. We can kill Gilgamesh. No, we can't. It doesn't matter. I was just trying to make sure Sobek wasn't going to grab me and throw me backwards into certain death. That would have been very inconvenient. Thank you. I'm actually going to go back and grab Pesty while I've got the moment. We're not fighting or anything. Loki is in a bit of trouble. Just grab this really quick. Good escape, good escape. Can we make this... Okay, that's huge. Alright, he's dead, he's dead. We root him here. Put everyone to sleep here. We pop you up in the air. I did not intend to steal that, but, you know, at least he dies. Trying to keep an eye on... This is a good opportunity. He just used his dash. This is a free route. I just did that to save Loki. I could not save him from Medusa, which is deeply unfortunate. Let's see what's going on over there. This is going to get me killed here. I have my passive, maybe? No, I do not have my passive. Bye. You're going to keep on chasing? You are. I didn't know Chang'e was missing. We were doing all right without her, so that's fine, I guess. In terms of physical, yeah, I want Witchblade here. I do want Witchblade. Between Poseidon, Gilgamesh, potentially Ratatoskir, who I think is building crits. Yeah, he is. Okay, we're definitely going to want that then. No. You can back off. Slap you really quick. Alright. He makes an escape. Chang'e's gone again. We're actually going to force you to back off very quickly over here. We're going to put you to sleep. So that's... Is this going to work? Almost. Okay. I don't think I can save him. No, I can't. Oh, bye, I guess. We'll just go this way. Nah, he's gonna use his ult on me? Alright. That's a bit interesting, but sure. That was an awful lot of effort they put into me, which is shameful on them, honestly. That wasn't a particularly good move. Chang'e's actually back. I can see her moving. Which is good. Probably buying items. Alright, we can probably get some kills here. Put a shell up. Yep, there we go. Alright, we'll just take this guy then. I can't believe he pulled him with that. There we go. Poseidon just saved my life. Well, no, Poseidon did not save my life, but that's okay. We still killed, well, that's fine. Atlas, don't worry about it. You're playing, I assume, hybrid? Yeah. Which is how he needs to be playing. We are going to go into Voidstone now, and then we'll finish up with... I'm not sure what item? Alright. Alright, so much for my ult. CC immunity. You just jumped, and I know you just jumped, so I can put you to sleep, slow you down, root you, I'll do all the other gloriously fun stuff. Are you gonna do something silly? Yeah, you are. Alright, there's your jump again. You understand that if I was building damage Kumbi, you would have just killed him there? Gilgamesh, I mean? Root you. Oh, you're back up with that. Alright, get out of here then. Oh, that was impressive. That was very nice. Wow. Very nice. Turn that on her. Go ahead and weaken you down and then get out of dodge. That was really good. No, you need to get out of here. Oh, yeah, that's fine. The buffs are fine. You need to be aware of the fact that they're coming for you, though. Okay. Nope. stop that, stop that. There we go. That was very nice. Alright, I don't know what Atlas is doing, but it's very dangerous for him. Come on, Chang'e. Ooh, that was spicy. Ah, shoot, so close. That whirlpool once again has saved me. I'm gonna die here. That's okay. You just blinked on me? You had to blink on me? Oh, that's funny. That was a waste of her blink. They were gonna get me either way. It was just a matter of time, and I do not know why she bothered blinking. That was silly. I might go for Midgardian Mail here. That might be my best option at this point in time. While I'm damage sponging, I can slow down their attack and move speed. Pretty good time. Alright. Let me get out of that little mess there. Is there anyone even left in there? Nah. He's dead. Hey, can I interest you in, Can I ask you a survey question? What is your favorite item you've ever gotten in Smite, and why is it exotic butters? Excuse me, we don't do this here. Yes, we do, apparently. What are you gonna do, Sobek, huh? Yeah, you gotta focus on that other thing. The Minotaur, that's it. I actually technically don't need to go back, do I? And... almost at Midgardian. Don't you want to pull me back there? Huh? No? Alright. I'm just trying to distract these people so we can go on these people over here. That was devastating. Hi there, how you doing? Oh, you just used your dash. What a shame. There we go. What else are we looking at here? If Atlas can pull someone in, not quite like that, but alright, you just used your jump and your ult, which were both very silly moves. I was going to go over and save him. If I had ulted her in time, that would have saved him, but... Okay, so much for that attempt. Good night. We're decently enough ahead that I'm not too concerned about not getting that kill. That's okay. We're going to work this out. Now, you'll notice that for the most part, Atlas and I are really easily able to lock down Poseidon, and we're really focusing on that, and they keep using their escapes very aggressively, despite the fact that if they just saved them up, they wouldn't be having as much trouble. Notice that Gilgamesh keeps jumping in, that Rat keeps dashing in, that even Medusa keeps dashing in. There's no sense of self-preservation on any of this. There, she finally dashed out. I think it was the second or third time she's done that. Hi, how you doing? Alright. You've just used everything you've got. Oh, except for that, I guess. Alright. That was a waste. Bye. Oh, that was exciting. But again, notice Ratatoskr went in there with his dash. He ulted, and then he dashed in even further. And this is the problem. When you're facing somebody like Atlas and Khumbakharna, you have to understand that once... I mean, if your escape is up, we basically can't do that much to you. The sleep, yeah, I can slow you down for a while. But if you have your escape, that's not going to even make it that much of a difference anyways. Notice, I just put him to sleep. I used my root, and he was able to jump back out of that. You go on ahead and... Oh, he died from that. Oh, she killed him in the background. I see. She just dashed in aggressively. Now I get to root her for free. And now she's not going to be able to continue her pursuit. Yeah. Very nice. Alright. Sleep now. Die now. That's not gonna happen. He's got the blood forged shield. That's fine. Excellent. Now I just gotta keep him from dying if possible. Nope, that's clearly not possible. I should have just dashed out, honestly. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get to put them to sleep before I died. That's unfortunate. Not a huge deal, though. Not a huge deal. Might as well buy this. And besides the fact... Well, not only are they using their escapes aggressively for some unholy reason, it looks like Medusa's the only one taking her protection seriously. No, Poseidon is. I can see Poseidon's doing a fine job, but Ratatosk here is doing what? Nothing. I mean... I want you to look at their builds, okay? Because their team composition was fine. Alright, they lost because of two primary issues here. And a lot of this does have to do with the fact that both Atlas and I have very similar styles of protecting allies. So this applies to a lot of different Guardians, but we're specifically talking about Khumba, so I'm going to use that in context. Now, when you're facing off against a Khumbakharna, it is not impossible. It is not impossible. So, anyways, what I just said there type-wise, Khumbakharna and Atlas both shared the same flaw as a support. They can't prevent that many escapes from functioning normally. Even if I root an enemy, because there is no cripple involved in that root, they can... I'm going to actually use two really fantastic... They actually had two fantastic examples. One was Gilgamesh, and the other was Medusa. Alright, now this is a comparison of escapes. Medusa has a dash, Gilgamesh has a jump. This is actually an important distinction for Khumbakharna. Early on in the game, I rooted Gilgamesh, and then I put him to sleep right afterwards. And yet, as soon as he woke up, he was able to jump out with absolutely no problem. And I was going to chase him, but I didn't. I mentioned this at the time, that I didn't think I was going to be able to catch up to him even if I had my ult ready at that moment. And yet, also, when I root, say, Medusa, I was able to, for the most part, time my sleep well enough to basically cancel her dash and thereby remove her escape from her, from her option choice for the next, 10-ish seconds or so? And I mentioned early on in the game, actually, I think a minute or two before I tried to lock down Gilgamesh and he got out, but I mentioned that the first time I rooted Medusa and the first time I tried to put her to sleep, I missed my timing. I mistimed it and she still got her dash off. I distinctly mentioned this at the time. Now, ultimately for Khumbakharna, the root really serves two potential functions. The first is just a plain old root, and this usually happens if the enemy either does not have an escape, such as the case of Poseidon, or your opposition has used their only escape as a method of aggression, which some gods have to do, some don't. Sobek being their frontline, their support, he needed to dash in. That's his job. If he missed, I was able to punish that with my root, because now he didn't have his escape and he was going to have a really hard time surviving. Ratatosk here usually also needs to dash in. Usually. he's a melee assassin, he's got to get to that back line and he's got to kill them. That makes sense. Poseidon has no escape, so it's just a plain old brute, dive in on him people. The error here, the problem with their team, is that Gilgamesh and Medusa both consistently used their escapes very aggressively, which opened them up to being rooted quite normally without me having to actually adjust for either landing or catching a dash. If I'm going to root Gilgamesh and he hasn't jumped yet, I'm going to try to position myself behind where he's going, around where I think he's going to wind up, and see if I can sleep him once he lands, because that's very, you'll notice throughout the match that I was trying pretty hard to do that with Gilgamesh, because he jumped in very aggressively a lot. He was the primary issue here in terms of aggression. Medusa also shared this flaw. She did dash in a couple of times when she had no business doing so, but nevertheless, she still didn't do it as often as Gilgamesh. And frankly, because I could potentially catch her out of it either just by physically blocking her or putting her to sleep as she starts it, she was, even if she saved it up in an effort to escape, she wasn't guaranteed to escape, whereas Gilgamesh had a guaranteed escape in his leap and really should not have been leaping into fights the way he was doing, because that then left their team down to one tank front line, which was Sobek, because Ratatosk's gear died very quickly most of the time. He would take someone with him a lot of the time, sure, but he also, our team could just turn on him and kill him very quickly. So that left them down to one front line, and that's not going to be enough in arena. So that was really the problem there with Gilgamesh, but it is an excellent illustration of what Kumba wants to think about when locking down people. So every time I saw Gilgamesh jump in, I knew that I could get away with rooting him, because his escape wasn't up, his jump was not up, he could not jump away from whatever was being poured onto him, right? And that was basically what I was looking to do a lot of the time there, and this is something that I actually don't address often enough. But as a support, you sometimes have to adjust your strategies. You'll notice that I did actually stick with my initial strategy of counter-initiation, but I was not counter-initiating Sobek a lot of the time. Most of my counter-initiation was on Gilgamesh. I had to counter Ratatosk's gear and Medusa a couple of times. And Sobek, yeah, I obviously did need to counter-initiate him a couple of times, but for the most part, with how aggressive Gilgamesh was jumping into the middle of my team, I spent at least half of my counter-initiations on Gilgamesh. I counter-initiated him the most out of his whole team, and out of everyone on his team, he was the one who had the cleanest ability to get away from me. So that was something that I was glad to take advantage of, and this extends to Atlas. Atlas has the same exact thing. He pulls people in, he slows them down, and then basically you're rolling with glory. Atlas has a very similar kind of condition. He doesn't have as many options as Khumbakharna, because he's got a pull. He's got two different pulls. He's got a ranged pull, and he's got a melee pull, but that's about it. And he's got a slow, whereas I have a sleep and a root, and a pop-up. So I have slightly more options supportively as Khumbakharna, but he obviously does more damage. He's more of a magic warrior anyways. But that was the primary issue there. So yeah, that's really what the problem was. Now, also, this again reiterates to the Beginner's Guide to Arena. You'll notice that because I had Sentinel's Gift, that I was able to even buy fully upgraded relics and a power pot, actually, and have a full build. That's just the glory of Sentinel's Gift. I really didn't need it in this game, to be completely honest. I could have gotten by with just the items that I had, and maybe some other starter item. It's just... I just think that Sentinel's Gift is underrated and slept on in Arena. But overall, that was the main issue, is how easily and how often I was able to counter-initiate Gilgamesh. Right? It was just awful. But that's why they lost there. So, yeah. Brief announcement also. The next update is coming, I think, the 25th. And they haven't revealed, the map itself or anything. But there's a new mode called Slash, which is a combination of Siege and Clash. I'll definitely be covering that. But, yeah, well, I'll definitely be covering that. It doesn't really make a difference. It might render the village in Chrono Trigger... What the heck? I'll need to edit that out. But yeah, the slash is a combination of siege and clash. I'm not sure if they're going to be keeping siege and clash at all. If they do, I'll continue to cover those, obviously. If they don't, then slash will be what I cover, obviously. I will not be covering these changes. They're adding obelisks to conquest and some kind of a staff or something, which is fine. But ultimately, I'm not going to cover them immediately. I'm probably going to spend a week learning the map, figuring out the best starts, things like that, and then I'll cover them. So I'll probably cover them starting February. So with that being said, thank you all very much for joining me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.